Hi and welcome to this new video. In this video, I'm going to tell you 3 mistakes that many entrepreneurs do when they are pitching their story ideas to media and what to do instead. Remember to follow my social media channels you can see here. And if you are new to me, we help aspiring 6- and 7-figure CEOs become the recognized leaders who charge the highest prices, attract premium clients faster and easier, and make big impact in this world by utilizing PR and personal branding. And I wanted to talk about today these 3 mistakes that many entrepreneurs are doing when they pitch their story ideas to the media, is that very many entrepreneurs and business owners have incredible story and knowledge they could utilize and showcase in the media, but they don't know how to actually do it so they could get featured and build their recognition and brand and visibility so they can grow their business and attract more and faster their ideal clients. So that's why we are talking about this today. Mistake number 1 is that you are talking only about your business and yourself. Why this is mistake? Because journalist email boxes are overflowing with announcements and press releases and pitches. And most of them, the entrepreneur is just promoting themselves and their business. So they don't actually offer any value. You need to remember that journalists and media are not there to promote you and your business. That's what ads and commercial content is for. If you open a newspaper or online media, listen to the radio or watch TV, you will notice that hardly anyone there talks or writes about how great their new product or service is. And we are talking about earned media here, not paid. So if you wish that the journalist would just promote you and your business, that is not earned media, that is commercial content you should pay for. And if you paid to get featured, that is not building the trust and credibility and authority so well, because you are not getting featured because you earned it or because you have offered interesting story idea or knowledge. You are there because you paid for it. And that is not what we are looking for here. We want that you and your business get featured because you have valuable and interesting story and knowledge to offer to the audience of the media. And that will skyrocket your authority and credibility and build trust fast, because anyone can say anything in their social media channels, but when you say it in the media that has external validation, you have been validated for someone else than just yourself. That's why it will build credibility and trust and authority so well and fast. And that is why PR and media will help you be seen as the recognized leader in your field that can charge top prices and attract new opportunities like book deals and speaking gigs and new business opportunities and so on, and also the premium clients faster and easier. So let's get back to this mistakes number 1. So when entrepreneurs try to get featured, they are only talking about themselves and their business, and they are not offering any interesting story idea or value to the journalists and the media and to the media audience. So they don't actually talk about themselves and their story or sharing their knowledge. So they are talking about themselves, but just like in a promotional way, they try to just promote themselves and their business. But if you are sharing your personal story and offering your knowledge and expertise to the media and the journalists, it's much more valuable. You have to remember that media and journalists want to do stories about interesting people and stories and timely topics, because they are always 1,000 times more interesting than just a new product or service. And in some cases, they can write about their product or service, but usually that is not the case unless you paid for that content, and then it's not earned media, like I just said. I can give you an example. So years ago, when I pitched my own story to the media about how I quit my kindergarten teacher job and became an entrepreneur in the media field without education from that industry, experience, or network, my story was the reason it was picked up on several times. So, what to do instead than just promote you and your business and hope that journalists will get interested? Instead, remember this. If you want organic and earned visibility in the media, which increases your recognition and credibility, plus brings you new opportunities and clients, make sure you pitch a standout story idea to the media that evokes emotions and naturally builds a bridge between you and your business. Another great way to stand out in the media is to offer yourself as an expert in articles. So, when journalists write stories about various topics, they often want to interview an expert in the subject area to get more information and make that article even better. And this gives you a great opportunity to be seen as the leader expert in your field. Let's move on to the mistake number 2, and that is that you send general press releases. You may have bought before the writing and distribution of press release from a PR agency, but basically I do not recommend starting with it. And you might be thinking, why not do that? Well, let me tell you. And the reason is that it's quite hard to stand out by sending general press releases because they are mass communication. They can work, but they usually work better with brands and companies that have already built connections with the media for a long time and they have paid multiple 5 figures or even 6 figures during the years to get featured and build the connections. And like I said, press releases are mass communication. And what I mean by that is that the same announcement is often sent to all the journalists and the medias. And that is never as powerful as sending a personalized media pitch to that journalist who actually gives a shit about the topic your story idea is about. In the worst case, nobody even wants to see your press release because some journalists even have spam filters that will direct the announcement straight to the email trash. So this way you will just waste your time and money and get no results. And even if you would get featured because of the press release, it's always just a one-time solution. So if you have, for example, paid €1,000 or dollars for press release, or even multiple thousands, I have heard that too, then if you get featured because of that PR campaign or press release, you have to pay that same amount again in the future if you want them to send another press release to the media. So it's always just a one-time solution, even if you would get featured, and you have to always open your wallet when you want to try to get featured again, and there are no guarantees of the results. Let's move on to the third mistake, and that is that you don't do your due diligence before you pitch to the media. If you're applying for a job, you will probably, hopefully, get to know the company before you apply. You visit the website and get familiar with what the company actually does and what it's all about. Still, this principle is often forgotten when entrepreneurs pitch story ideas to the media. And in that case, you might pitch a topic to the media outlet that would never be published there. So that's why you don't want to do that. Whether it's a TV or radio show, online media, newspaper or magazine, make sure that you are familiar with the media outlet or TV show or radio show before you pitch your idea there. So you should know what kind of stories and articles they are writing or what kind of topics they are bringing to the table there, and what are their target groups and audience, and what kind of topics they are bringing to that media. And when you do this well, you will show that you are serious about it and you don't just send randomly story ideas to all the media outlets and don't even know what they are about. So this will make you look better if you get to know the media outlet and the target groups and the story ideas and topics beforehand. I hope that you did get a lot of value from this training. And if you are ready to stop standing in your own way and stop playing small, and you are ready to skyrocket your brand and authority and make your crazy dreams come true faster than you ever thought is possible, send me a DM on Instagram brand and let's chat how we can help you do that and get to your ideal outcome. Bye.